We live? We on. What's up, y'all? Welcome. Second episode of Offstage America. My name is Michael Ray. It's my good friend, my partner in crime over here, Paul.
What's up?
I tried to make up a couple of nicknames, but he said no, his wife will make fun of him. So I'm still working. But this is our second episode, y'all. We were literally shooting from the hip. We got Stuntman Troy back there behind the camera holding it down. We have Brady over here. And man, this is just something I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do for a while. I felt God was pushing me to just open up more and let people in more. And the crazy friends that I have and this journey of health and fitness and different things throughout this year, you know, I just felt like, I don't know, I wanted to do something, man. I was feeling creative.
Now it's we're saying goodbye to 2025, sitting in your living room, doing a show.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole full circle moment.
Yeah. You know what else was like something with this was I caught myself for a long time, like after COVID, it was like scared to make something happen. It was like I'd have ideas or things would happen, but it was like the fear. It was like I don't know what happened during that time.
You kind of did a little bit of that, like the hillbilly things, right? Like on YouTube.
Hillbilly thing.
What'd you do on YouTube? The series.
Honky Tonk Tuesday.
Honky Tonk, not hillbilly.
What hillbilly shit were you watching?
It was a lookalike. I think it was really weird. They were out with goats and stuff. I was just got you guys mixed up.
You think I would do that?
No, well,
with a farm animal?
No, not that. Why'd you have to go to the extreme?
I can't help how God made me.
No, yeah, the honky tonk thing. It was kind of like
Honky Tonk Tuesday. You know, we actually got up to. I think it was high up on like the top 100s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that whole thing came about kind of like this. Also, dude, it was the same thing, man. I feel like in between that time and this time, there was just fear. I think you can have fear of success.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's not fear of success. It was fear of having to rebuild shit.
Yeah.
You know, and how do you do it? And it's a good idea on paper, but when you really step in, it's like my buddies that fight. You know, like you're training. When that cage shuts, dude, and that locks, you're in it.
Correct.
You know, and you got to step foot, and that's what keeps you motivated to do things. But it's easy to kind of slip in that little.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted to do like the second episode, like today, right? Like recap the whole year and kind of what's coming.
Yeah. You know,
say goodbye to 2025.
Yeah, this year was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
On a lot of ends. I think that there's enough negative news out there, so we don't have to cover any of that stuff. So let's start. What's a good thing? What's something that you're going to miss about 2025?
I mean, being the sentimental thing is missing my kids being little. They're growing really fast. So this year's been a big change.
How old are they again? Tell everybody.
So I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 17-month-old. My son started school, so that was a big adjustment. Like
he's in kindergarten?
Yep. Yeah. So you imagine having him home every single day, and now he's not there. So like a piece of you is moving. So it's a good thing for him, though, because now he's like running around. I got to go to a school thing. My dad came up for Veterans Day. My dad's from Korea. He was in the Korean War, so he was like the oldest guy. My son's like Veterans Day thing, right? And my kid walks out, and I just he's like high-fiving like the second graders, the third graders. I'm like,
yeah, dude.
I was like, this little kid's a rock star.
I remember those moments.
Yeah, it was cool. So that whole change of life's been cool. What about for you?
Dude, I think this year was just such a rebuilding year. You know, I mean, I just did a lot of inner work and really took the time. We still toured. You know, like even during this year of knowing that I took this time to really, honestly, dude, just recenter. Like sometimes, dude, you got to shut all the noise out and figure out who you are, you know? And when you jump on that fast-moving train of the entertainment industry, period, very easy to lose grip because you're going, you know? And you got to recenter. You got to recenter with God. You got to touch hometown dirt for a minute, you know? And like we said in the first podcast, for me, it was, dude, I've always loved to hunt, and like the last couple of years of really being able to do that, it's opened a lot of doors that we're going to be doing that with music and with this show and that, with hunting and the outdoors lifestyle. And it's everything I love about the outdoors lifestyle is how I grew up. You know, like one of my favorite parts, and anybody that hunts or is watching or listening, I love to hunt. I love the whole thing, right? I love talking shit after you don't see anything, you know, like the whole deal of it. But the best part is the hang around. There's a table at every freaking hunting camp. I don't care if it's a freaking one that you got to put your RVs in, and you know, like the old school style.
Probably
if you
not
got some big ranch or whatever, there's a table where everybody gathers around, man, and it's like everybody's just there being dudes hunting and talking and maybe having some drinks or whatever, and just kind of cutting up, and the age difference are different, and that whole thing, man, I love it and respect it. I got to do that more and remind myself of why I loved it.
It was probably the slowest year you've had in a long time.
Yeah, I also lost my mind a few times, dude. It wasn't all great, dude. Like, it wasn't. Trust me, there was some moments where I'm like, shit, man, and it's been a little nervous, like with this new music, dude. Like, I'm really changing a lot of stuff, and I'm doing what I want to do, but it's still a little freaky, putting new stuff out there. It's scary.
Well, you've left like the whole like label stuff and everything this year, and now so you're starting out fresh.
Yeah, starting out fresh. I got a great team built. Alan, my manager, Mama Becky, my business manager, Amanda, everybody over there at the company, man, they're badasses. So this time I took the time to slowly build, not just
piece it together.
Somebody
really
else
fast.
Tell me, dude, also, man, like when you're on tour, someone's like, hey, dude, you should use this guy. Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah.
It's really important to have the people on your team that are in your corner and that'll fight for you. So it's been cool. It's been scary, but it's also made me push myself. Hell, dude, I went to Costa Rica and did ayahuasca with shamans, me and Adrena. That's how far I was in on them.
Bet you never thought you were going to do that.
Never in my life. Never. I never thought of it.
What's the thing you learned the most in 2025? Obviously, I know you said it's a lot of discovery and healing and stuff, but like, what's the thing that you learned about you in this year specifically that maybe you didn't realize was there?
There's a lot, dude. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff I look back.
This is now episode 16, guys.
Yeah, dude, we don't have enough time, man, because when you go down there, Rhythmia, shout out Rhythmia, best place if you're wanting to do any of that health medicine. Find Rhythmia. The place is awesome. The people that work there are great. Heads up, like I said before, the freaking ayahuasca tastes horrible. And they don't, well, no, they do tell you. But there's also not a way to describe that taste.
No.
No matter how horrible I tell you it is, if you drink it, you would go, why didn't you tell me that it was that bad?
You still feel like you got cheated, right?
Yeah.
You're like, no, you told me, you didn't tell me.
No, it's horrible. And the more you drink, the deeper you're going, buddy. And I don't know how to go quiet into anything. So I fix it. Yeah. Hence why I'm here. It was just you really, we've talked about it. It like show empathy. Mm-hmm. Not just for me, but for other people and seeing where they come from. I feel like now I was so guarded for so many years just through childhood and, divorce and different things that happened and it's just how I took it, that I didn't let people in. Mm-hmm. Very few, fans, friends, family, and that's something that I want to change, which is one reason why I wanted to do this. So it navigates you, like when you're going that journey, man, you have to know that it ain't all easy,
no.
And you gotta come to terms that, dude, there's some shit that you've brought onto yourself. And you see those habits, like I think like growing up, I was in a bunch of different places all the time. And I love my mom and dad, and through the work, I see them for what they went through.
Right.
So I have empathy for my mom and dad. Dude, they were young. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. They were fighting their own battles, But for me, it was like I don't know. I just learned how to be whatever I needed to be, right?
You did some epic hunts, and some of them meant more than others, right? Like this year.
Yeah.
You really got to.
But in that process of like being in that, I continued that habit through. I didn't know it was a habit. I was just a defense mechanism that you pick up. Mm-hmm. They tell you at Rhythmia it's like your first sign of trauma, right? And it could be something as small as like your brother took your truck,
right?
Or it could be something as crazy as abuse or
right.
something that people go through. That whatever that is the first time. That's when you change, and a lot of that is from birth to 8 years old. And so you don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
But you're still this little freaking human running around with shit. You're like, I just figured out I had hands 5 years ago, and something crazy happened, and now I gotta figure out why I feel this way. So you just kind of adapt, So I think I did that. And I just kind of kept that with me for way too long, dude. And so, but yeah, so I found that I needed to just, but one, believe in myself, love myself again. Because if you don't do that, then you're no good for anybody else.
True.
And you got to start with yourself, and that's not selfish. That's
No.
not a selfish thing. If you don't put yourself first, then
But your health, right? Like you're not meaning this in a selfish way. Like you have to put yourself first sometimes.
Yeah.
Because how many people do you see that get to like 60? I mean, even in their 50s, and they'll have like a heart attack because they've carried stress and high blood pressure.
Stress is the worst, dude.
Yeah, and you got to look out for yourself because if you're not healthy on the inside, you can't love people and be there for the ones that are in your life that depend on you, or you want them
100%.
to depend on you.
And I carried a lot of stress. I carried stress, I think, from my family too. You know, because it was everything was very it was very right there in front of us. You know, so you carry on that stress, and I think I held on to everything, and it caused me to hold on to things. You know, if something bad happened, I'd hold on to it. We were mad, you know, and so it was just a dumb thing, but it was just habits that you pick up that you don't realize. But if you don't do the work, then they become worse habits, and it's harder to fix. You know, so for me, like I said, a lot of that was just what I've always loved: outdoors, fishing, hunting, any of that stuff. It's a passion. I love just being out there. I love all of it. Obviously, I love the hunt or the finale of it. You know, I love being able to harvest and fill a freezer and have an awesome story with this beautiful animal. But it's all the hunt, you know, it's all that one-on-one with God that you feel out there. And so this year I was able to do something that I thought, honestly, I would never do. I thought I would never be able to. My buddy Josh Phillips and I, he's a big songwriter. We hunt a lot together. We're both like, dude, we've been able to meet these awesome people, like my boy Ronnie at Rockin' U Ranch. Ronnie's like family to us. Him and Miss Terry, his wife, they're awesome. The whole staff, everybody out there's badass. And it's like just this beautiful place in Texas, you know. And so we met them through our friend Patrick. And Josh and I got to talking how, like, dude, we get to do these things, but, like, I've never been on a hunt with my dad. You know, I've always seen everybody. By the time I got into hunting, some of my family was already out of it. You know, my dad was a paramedic firefighter. It just kind of fizzled out of it.
Yeah.
And so, and he got tremors, which is a form of Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And it's slowly gotten worse, you know, as he's aged. But, you know, when he was my age, he had a little shake going on, you know, and it's just progressively got worse. So a lot of my friends had those. And a lot of their first hunts with their dads when they were kids. Right. You know, or whatever. And I'm like, I just kind of wrote it off. It's probably never going to happen.
Right. Yep.
And Josh was like, man, you know what? I've never really done like a hunt somewhere with my dad, like a trip either. And I'm like, dude, we should do it. And Ronnie and Terry being awesome, they're like, do it here. Brett, fly him out here. And so we set it up. We had my buddy Chase Lauer, who's an incredible videographer who I want to get on the show sometime. He came out, so we got it all documented, dude. I got the freaking everything. I got the gunshot, I got the kill, I got all of it, dude. And so does Josh. And so we did obviously behind the scenes stuff. It was just really cool. And Chase is the guy that like started the whole videography thing in Nashville. Awesome. That's what I say. I mean, I was there on the same hunt tour. Me and Sam, Lipstick Graffiti, and Chase. Chase was the dude. Sam was the first guy that was taking the hip hop pop way of marketing and adapting it into social media.
Oh, okay.
You know, like he was one of the first guys, to my knowledge. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me. But that was, I mean, dude, Chase would shoot Sam and then go to the bus. Show's still going on. Boom, boom, boom. He'd have Instagram videos already up, right? Yeah. Then he'd go back, shoot more, and then he'd have a weekend recap video in 2 days already up. I mean, he was on it all the time. And he knew Sam and the show. And so, dude, imagine like, you're a fan. You hop in your Uber or whatever, your car. You get on, what do? You go on social media. You go on, shit, there I am. You're more adapt to share. It's brilliant, you know? Yeah. So we brought him out there. So it's all professional shit, man. It looks really good. But we were able to put both our dads, I don't know if I think it was the biggest deer that Josh's dad killed. Yeah, it was. I think both of them, it's the biggest deer that both of them ever killed. Right. And so it was awesome, man. It was cool to be able to have that experience, something I thought I would never do. And luckily at Ronnie's, he has, you know, big hunting blinds where, you know, it's more stable for someone like my dad who has that, you know, like my dad's not going to be able to sit in a tree stand and hold a gun up. You know, it's not going to happen. Something might be shot, but it might not be what he's aiming at. But with this, we were able to sit down. I was able to hold the gun steady until we found the deer, you know, till a deer came out that it was the one that Spencer, our guide, was like, man, there's this one I really want to, we've been seeing him through the cameras. He comes around this time, you know, like, I think this is the one we should put your dad on. This is incredible, typical 10-point, beautiful deer, big Texas deer. And so it was just cool, man, to be able to have that moment, you know, where I'm like, all right, Dad, there he is. And we switched spots. And I was trying to help him out, dude. Like, and as soon as I gave him the gun and I took the binos, these two deer stepped in front of his deer and wouldn't move. And I know I know my dad. I'm like, bro, the longer my man holds this gun, the more it's gonna shake. You know, and no one's safe at this point in time. And so I'm like, Dad's got it, bro, and I'll give it to him, dude. And I could tell he took a little breather. You know, imagine this, dude. My dad was a paramedic. Right. with little tremors.
Yeah.
Now you're in the back of an ambulance, and here's your dude, your paramedic, and he's like, "Hey, just hold your arm still." And he's, you know what I mean? But his trick was he would take a deep breath and exhale, and every paramedic, EMT, anybody I've ever talked to that were my dad, it's like the dude never missed. He hit it every time, you know. And so that's what he did. I saw him. I was like, "You got him?" And he's like, "Got him." I'm like, "All right, dude, whenever you're ready." And I'm looking through the binos the whole time, and we got it on video, and he's. And the deer drops. And my dad immediately goes, "Ah, shit, I missed him." And I'm like, "Bro, you ain't missed him. He's down on the ground, dude." And then dad racks another dude and puts one more in. And which, by the way, I was like, where did that come from? You know?
Yeah.
That was like freaking in a war movie. All of a sudden, he's like, when he was sitting there, he's shaking a little bit when me and Spencer were like, "Dude, put one more in him."
Then he's like, Rambo.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. He's like, "Where? You want it right there?" Pop, just dinged him. But it was awesome, man. It was cool to have that. That was like more fun than the deer I killed. You know, like
right, yeah.
In the hunting world, I think I still got a lot of hunts I want to go on. But there's something cool and something fun that you share with your buddies. You know, like I said, the shit talking's fun whenever you go out and you don't see anything but your buddy kills one, you know, but you're pumped for each other, dude. It's exciting. You know how much time goes into it. It's a very personal thing for me, and I just think it's awesome. You know, it's a great one-on-one thing with nature, and I love being able to see like my boy Chad Mendez or all these guys that I know that hunt and fish. You know that
it's cathartic, man.
Yeah, man, and they go out and get their trophies, you know, and it's cool. So
people still like one of the biggest things my wife has no idea about how I can do is just I can go sit on a boat for 8 hours and fish and say nothing, not talk. I'm just happy on the water.
Because
happy
you don't
fishing.
have any friends to go with you, or
no, I just don't want people like people that much. I
went to movies alone as a kid.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Well, one, yes, but that was because it was sold out. I snuck in, but that's a different story for another day. But it's just sometimes it's like that piece of being with your. Now I've taken my dad and I have done like fishing trips.
Yeah.
But I think too that like that's one of the very early things with my dad that I did was baseball, but also fishing.
Right.
So that's like my connecting with my past sometimes, and whether it's hunting with people or fishing, whatever, it's finding that your center again, almost in those moments.
Dude, it's a bond, man. It's how, you know, my boy Sean out at Harold Ranch, my boy Brandon's ranch out there we go to. I still have to, you know, I haven't killed a deer out there yet. Been twice, but once was the one that me and Sean swear I shot it, but Josh likes to point out how there was no blood around, and we still have not found the deer. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick with mine and Sean's version for my ego. And then the second time around, first day, first sitting in the stand, we see this beautiful buck, but I'm gonna be there for 5 days. Mm-hmm. I mean, I literally I could have ended the hunt in 30 minutes, right? I mean, it was just.
You thought you were gonna be there longer.
Coincidentally. No, you know what me and Sean said?
Right.
We're gonna be here for 5 days. Sean's like, man, there's a couple more we've seen on these cameras, you know.
Bigger than that.
He had a broke G2, which listen, some people want to be purist on their taxidermy. I'm throwing it on there.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on there. I don't care. It was there at one point. I'm not adding any points. It was already there. It
exactly.
broke off. You know, that's what I think. People say different, but I passed on it. I sat and watched it for a while. And then for 3 days, I sat there and saw, so there was this other deer that we had sent videos to Cody Johnson, kind of teasing him. Josh rode dirt cheap for Cody Johnson by himself. We got shot him out. So he's like, hey, dude, and it's a monster. This thing was huge. And so Cody happened to be in town. And Cody's a real one, dude. Cody Johnson is one of the realest. He's great, dude. He is a guy's guy. He's a true cowboy, you know. And he's fun to hang with. He's one of those dudes that you meet and you forget that he's crushing it right now.
Yeah.
You know, like you forget that because he's just such a cool dude. All I saw for 3 days until Cody got there was this freaking deer. This is how much of a friend I am. I never shot this freaking deer. You know what Cody says as soon as he gets there? Because I'm like, Cody, I'm glad you're here. And I hope you see this deer as much as I have. Because I swear to you, I haven't seen any other deer that I'm like, they're like, this is Cody's deer. He's coming on Thursday. You know, so if anybody sees it, don't shoot it. And we're like, all right, fair. I didn't see any other fucking deer for 3 days except for Cody's deer. And one day we thought we weren't going to see it. Hand to God, you can ask my guide, Sean. He walked across, never stopped, just walked across. He had to show his face right before sunset. Just a good little more F you to me, you know. And then Cody got there, hunted a couple days, and then he finally saw it, you know. But of course, when Cody was out there, I'm like, dude, he's sitting here. I've seen him every time. Every time I'm here, first day Cody's out there, I'm like, this is going to be the shortest hunt you've ever been on, because if you sit in that stand with me, like apparently, you know, like he thought,
and then nothing.
Nothing. He didn't see him and Josh went out. He didn't see anything anyway. He hunted a couple more times, and then I actually was the day we were all leaving. He did a morning hunt and got it. So yeah. So I have a lot of, what do you call it when you have to I need to prove myself at Hero Ranch pretty much. I'm not on a good. I'm 0 for 2.
They just think you really don't kill things. Like,
not at Hero Ranch
really
for some reason. Everybody else does though.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the deer. This year I let one walk. So Sean and I have a motto for next season: don't pass on something that you would kill on the last day.
There you go.
Or on the last hunt.
It's a good motto.
Yeah, because I would have killed that on the last hunt. I could have been done in 30 minutes. Had a whole day to chill. This place is awesome. Whole rest of the week.
It's just God mocking you.
Instead, you know what I did? I let it walk, and God said, okay. All you're going to see now is the one you can't have.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time.
Yeah. But it's always fun, man. Again, just being around the hunting camps is always a good time. So the hunting stories I'll miss. But we're making a lot of new ones, a lot more crazy ones.
What was maybe something that you wish you would have done in 2025?
I don't know, man. I feel like this is the first year I did stuff that was outside of work. You know, like there's nothing I love more than playing music live. It's my favorite thing to do in the world, is to be on stage and play. But I think there's been so much noise around shit, so much different things going on. And the industry took a massive change, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that everything hinges on followers now.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, people are being passed on because they don't have enough followers. These people are insanely good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not all about
They're not wanting to,
anymore.
yeah. It's just like, well, what do you have? So, dude, I had to learn how to think that way. I had to take a step back, not only for myself, but also kind of relearn the business for a second, dude.
Yeah.
Like, talking to a phone is weird to me. It's taken me a while to be like, there's people watching this right now. And then also, I just don't hold myself that high. So they're like, just film the video. And I'm like, I'm seasoning chicken. And then that video ends up getting the most views. You know,
yeah,
somehow.
Exactly.
So it works, but it's just doing it, you know what I mean? But I just had to, I think this year, I don't know, honestly.
That's why we have Troy.
Well, regrets. Yeah, now I have Stuntman Troy, so I don't have to do
makes
anything.
it
I found the
easy.
loophole.
Yeah. No, we just let him record it.
Yeah.
And look at this, guys. This is great. You guys
Yeah.
should do
I'm like,
this
dude,
more
that's
often.
awesome.
And now you don't have to worry about it.
So I don't know, man. I don't know what I don't know if I have anything I wish I'm sure there's something. I don't know. I've been able to do some cool shit this year and get real inspired. Again, I did ayahuasca in Costa Rica for a week.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I just kind of said yes to things that came my way, anytime I felt that little weird thing that's been holding me back, that fear, that self-confidence, or that insecurity, or whatever you want to call it, I just did that. I just pushed through whatever that feeling was. You know what I mean? Because I lost that. I lost that spark. I lost that thing for life for a while. And so I had to find it again.
I think
that's why we're here.
I mean, you know, we've all like, I think we were talking about this. I can't remember if it was on another show, if it was when we were sitting around till like 2 a.m. last night. But like how every little failure has led us here. Like everybody in this room, right? Like every little failure.
Yeah.
That, you know, there was some stuff with me and like earlier in the year that happened that was really disappointing, and it felt like a setback when really it was a setup.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like the crazy stuff. I mean, there's been cool stuff.
Your wife shop at Kirkland's?
No, actually.
No, you don't have that saying in your kitchen?
No.
No?
What is
that
it saying?
Every setback is a set up.
I just thought I was genius and came up with that.
No,
so.
that's in a country kitchen somewhere.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no.
Somewhere that sings on some white girl's wall.
I thought I was being clever there. I was like, man, look at you making a rhyme. No, and Michael's just like, no, you're not that smart, which is true. But no, it's there's been a lot of those that this year, and it's cool to see like how this is. I mean, I still had some fun too. I mean, I got to see my Panthers win another Stanley Cup in person.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You were there.
Had a video go viral. I literally. So have
you had a video go viral?
Yeah. Actually? So in 2024, when they won the cup, I had a picture go viral, and then I had a video go viral this year.
Are you like on a list with the Panthers now? Like,
I hope so. I hope they know who. They actually follow me on Twitter, the official page. So
yeah, look at this crazy ass.
Pretty excited.
He's here every time we win. So
yeah. Well,
Panthers, throw my guy a bone here.
Yeah, I'm undefeated.
There's a cute ass video of your son hitting people with.
Oh, you would. Yeah, with the
towel.
Viral.
Yeah,
with the towel. Yeah,
that's what you need. Panthers, you're lucky to have this guy as a fan.
Super fan.
Apparently, is at every game that you've ever thought of.
In my living room, we'll literally sit there and watch. And when Bobrovsky makes a save, my kids will go, Bobby. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But like, have you been to Fort Lauderdale Beach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, like Elbow Room.
Mm-hmm.
So Elbow Room's where they all go. And I got a hotel right on the beach, and so I knew like that's they would go if we won. So I was like, I'm gonna get in on it this time. It was really hot, and I'm like watching them like pour beer out of it, and it's cool. I was like, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm done with this shit. You know, there's only so much.
You had a realization.
Yeah, like why am I here?
Stanley
right?
Cup.
Yeah, and then I go back, shower, and I was like, well, I got another hour to kill. Walk back down. I was just like, maybe something cool happened. I end up on like where the side door is. The whole parts comes right down, and the Stanley Cup's right here. And not only is the Stanley Cup right here, walks back, like right next to me, you could see they cracked the shit out of it. Like there's just a crack in the Stanley Cup.
I don't know if this made news or not.
Well, it was crazy because all the Canadians start getting into the comments of like, look, you fuckers.
Oh,
like,
that did.
Yeah. So
was that your video?
Yeah. So they all get angry. There's like 700 comments on this video or something.
So you post a video of your favorite team who just won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, and they're all hammered. It's great.
And you point out that they cracked it.
No, I didn't. The Canadians came in the comments and started hating.
They zoomed in.
And so now you had Canada versus America, like all like pounding each other in the comments. It's like, well, your fucking country hasn't won it in 35 years, so sucks for you. It's like you don't have a chance to.
And you started that.
Yeah, and so it was great. So we did that, and a couple
that
other
video
videos
might be where Trump got the idea for the tariffs.
Probably. I would like to take credit for that.
Is that why
actually.
we probably had a little beef with Canada for a while?
Well,
you started it. One video can change
that.
the world.
That and we kicked their ass at least on the ice, we kicked their ass in the Four Nations. But that was a really fun time for me. So to be able to go and see that.
There is nothing like seeing your team win.
No, there's nothing like that.
As a fan, when you're pouring, especially a fan like you are. Like you go to the games, you're invested. You actually know every play. You know what I mean? Like
I know the players, I know the history.
Yeah.
I know the pain of never winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 30 years before.
You're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, that's just. I swear that it's the one thing I wish I could see happen before like my dad passes.
Yeah.
Because it's like the thing that I remember Dolphin games. We would have watch parties. My sister worked for the Dolphins for 13 years, so like. There's just so much history there.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I just am not gonna hold my breath though, man, because we're just.
Well, hey, dude, listen, I feel you on that. The Cubs is that way with me. I love Chicago, that team. I love Wrigley. I love everything about all that. I love the generations.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Wrigley, it's a grandparent, parent, child. Generations there. They're all been there. My buddy Justin Roman was so pumped for him. His dad, and then we're able to see the World Series. His dad has since passed away.
Who was the first baseman that won that team? That
Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo. My nephew played baseball with Rizzo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they played like summer league.
Rizzo's awesome, man. I've hung out with him through Tom O'Reilly and my boys up there. But Anthony's awesome. Him and his wife, dude, they're cool. They're fun.
My nephew
they're about to have a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
My nephew said my nephew was actually pretty good. And he said, when I saw him, I realized I was never playing in the majors.
Anthony, dude, I remember like the first time I've watched him on TV, and even like, dude, like the Cubs have been so awesome to me. Like Tom and them, like anytime we go with them, like we're second row right behind home plate. They open up the 18-14 club down there. It's awesome. So they do it great. And even when you're sitting that close to them, there's only a net between you. You know what I mean? So you still they're big. But like the first, we were all in Fort Lauderdale, and he's from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
I saw him play in high school.
We met
my
up.
nephew's team actually when he was still in high school.
Oh, nice. Oh, it was high school when he
He
played.
hit like 3 home runs that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's huge.
Unreal. Just
Like he walked into Tom's condo, and that was like the first time like meeting. And he's not in his gear. You know, he's in street clothes, and I'm like, bro, you're a big. He's a big boy.
big
dude.
boy.
Yeah.
He could hit the ball long.
Oh
way.
yeah.
I played decent baseball, and the first time I played a guy who was like a 3rd round pick for the Padres, and he was pitching. And I realized real quick, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be working somewhere else.
Yeah,
This is
so
not
maybe-
what I'm doing.
Yeah. There's always that summer of life where people just got a little more.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, well, I guess not. This is not for me.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
was me, dude. I was a catcher until about 9th grade, and I was like, well, they're way better. I'm gonna go play bars.
You made the right decision.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, odds are not going to the MLB. Maybe I can make this other thing work. Thank God it worked. You had any
Work in
things
progress.
that you want to do this year?
In 2026, yeah. Well, this is the thing that I really want to do now. I mean, like the show and experience like a lot of cool stuff, because this was, I mean, for both of us, you know, I don't think either one of us had this on the 2026 radar in this capacity.
Not in this.
at least.
I wanted to do something, man, and I just had this. I felt God pushing me in a way, like doing something. I talked to Brady and talked to Drina and bounce ideas off. You're kind of like, how can I bring all this together? And I've never had that feeling. Like how can I don't know. It's just this urge, and then it's just started falling into place, dude. You know what I mean?
Yep. And so like that,
People that work, and
it
comes
just
together.
and for it to happen as fast as it did, I mean, you just know it's meant to be. But yeah, this obviously, man, I just want to grow as like a person with my kids. I mean, I'm just learning all the time, because there's always new stages, right? Like now my kids will go on 7, and a 3-year-old girl is a little different than a 3-year-old boy. Let me tell you, because she likes to talk about bows and dresses, and not just like mud and poop, which is
You
different.
don't want to think about that time of your life.
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah. Me and my Barbie collection's worth a lot of money now, though, Michael.
Bro, if I would have listened to my Uncle Terry with my WWE action figures, I'd have so much money right now.
Oh yeah, my dad had like Mickey Mantle's rookie card, like a Babe Ruth card, and my grandmother threw them out when he went in the military. We would have retired. Thanks, Grandma. All right.
Well, it taught you pride and work ethic.
It taught
There's
my-
a win. That's what I learned at doing ayahuasca. You got to look at the why.
It taught my
Why
dad
are
to
you
hide.
here?
It taught my dad to hide things he wanted.
Yeah, piss your mom off because he's hiding
He'd
shit
never
now.
tell his mom where this stuff is.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your 2026 goals? Obviously, you're gonna do new music.
Yeah, making
right?
new music, man. We're writing new songs. January, going to be getting new stuff out there. Looks like I'm going to be on a song with my boy Tim Montana, his next record that's coming out. He also has Slash playing on it. Not on the same song, but on the same record.
Oh, that would have been cool. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to let you down, but
Sorry.
it's on the same. I'm on the same record. Paul.
Okay. Close enough.
Dude does one stunt double for Kevin James and talks shit.
It's fine.
I'm just kidding.
That was a good one.
Thanks. I try. So I'm excited for all that and touring, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm entering this year so focused on things, and I think finally I've priorities changed. Knocked off a few demons and ready to rock. Ready to really honestly show people a side that they've never seen, and hell, some people probably my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm pumped for that. And I think that this year's going to be great music. We're going to be touring this year. Going to figure out ways to bring this on the road with us. Well, we can't bring it on the road, but you know how that's
Troy's
gonna
already
work with.
looking at
Troy's
trailers.
got it, dude. Stuntman Troy, Swiss pocket knife. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You want a corkscrew?
Yeah. Need it.
Get
Here
you
you
one.
go.
A toothpick? Guarantee he's probably got one in his back pocket.
I bet you if we were like, we really could use another camera, it would just manifest itself.
yeah.
Just like poof.
Claps twice
Yeah.
on lights.
Yeah. Clap
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Clap
yeah.
off.
I don't know, man. For me, I feel like I'm entering this year with like the guy that I've been trying to be, you know, and so now I'm just pumped. I'm looking forward to all the opportunities that have came up this year, you know, by doing random things that I just kind of paid more attention to what people were saying, I guess, and what they did, and I don't know, man. I'm excited for the record. I'm excited to tour. Because we've done shows, but we haven't toured.
Right.
And there's something about it, dude. Like when you're on a tour bus with your boys and every weekend you got something going on, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's like your little fraternity brothers, dude. It's your family, man, and it's fun. The energy of crowds are different. Every crowd's different, and so I'm excited to get that back. The fans have been patient with me on the last year and a half of putting music out and not really being on social media a lot, just kind of here and there. But it was all just,
don't worry, you'll make up
from my mind. Oh, I already am. This year, be content king. I have Troy.
Is it going to be your new nickname? Michael Ray, the Content King? Do what?
Oh, yeah. He's going to know me real well.
It's going to be really weird when you're over here at 6:30 in the morning watching him make eggs.
Yeah. I'm like, Troy, I'm ready to shower now. It's like, not again, mate.
It's your third today.
Yeah. Sorry, nobody showers 6 times a day, Mike.
I just like the camera on me.
How's the lighting? I noticed the last one, you can see the water run. You didn't follow the tribal down.
Yeah, I really wanted to see how the water droplets just fall off my ass.
Yeah.
Make it really. Can we make this look like a waterfall this time?
Yeah. Paul will do anything.
Why are you like leaking our surprises for 2026?
I knew he had some up his sleeve, son of a bitch. But no, man, I'm excited, dude. I think all this stuff is great. All the opportunities that we're going to be doing, I'm so pumped for this. This is, like I said, this is what I've been envisioning. I just didn't know it was this, and being able to bring everything I love into one umbrella, I guess, and be able to build a community around that and watch that grow and be able to put music out. I learned to love the where we're at. I don't love it all the way because there's really part of that fourth wall I wish was up.
Yeah.
Because there is something cool about seeing that person live for the first time. Mm-hmm. You don't need to know that they, I just took 4 steps today. Hey guys, I'm eating cereal. Hey guys, you know what I mean? But that's where we're at now, right? So I've learned to understand it and how to use it.
We come from a generation though, when we were kids, that wasn't a thing. So even though we know how to use it, we still have to adapt to it.
So I'm excited. I feel like I just got a better grip on life, dude, and I'm pumped. And being able, I got some great hunts lined up. Got a bluefin tuna trip lined up with Fins and Feathers, my buddy Chad Mendez. By the way, I don't know how many tickets are left on that boat, but check it out, finsandfeathers.com, because there's 3 boats that go out. I'm on one of them, and it's always a good time. So just, I don't know, hunting more. I'm making more time for things that matter, and just seeing where the year brings, man.
So you're saying 2026 is going to be like the first full year where we're both adults? No. The first time?
No, I'm never growing up. But I think mentally, yes.
Yeah. It only took me 39 years, so.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I got you beat, dude.
Yeah, you 3 years ahead of me.
No, I think, Adrena had some day where it was like this year, and it's crazy because she'll say some of this stuff, and I'm like, I've never heard of this about like galaxies or whatever. But she did say this one thing, that 2025 is the year of the snake, which is like when everything sheds and everything comes off. And I swear to God, dude, it was like everything that she read on this thing, I was like, check. And then 2026 is the year of the horse, which is where
you just jump on and ride it.
I'm just thriving, dude.
Let's do it.
Not just me, that's for everybody.
Yeah, well, but that's just jump on the horse.
But I feel that, so I'm in line, I guess.
Now I really want to go horseback riding. Do you not like riding horses?
I mean, I'll ride. Yeah, I like riding horses, but like also, I just don't like strapping myself to an animal that has a brain.
I guess that's fair. I love riding horses.
Off.
Well, I mean, you go somewhere where you're not, riding wild horses.
Listen, humans are trained.
We're gonna have to talk
we
about
tend
this
to act
over
up
drinks.
a little bit.
I feel like there's a deeper thing here.
Well, no, I grew up watching westerns.
You'd think you'd want to jump on the horse then.
No, I do. I enjoy it. Like, if we were somewhere, if Adrena was like, hey, we're on a beach, you want to ride a horse? Yeah. I'm probably not going to leave my house just to go randomly ride a horse.
That's fair.
But my sister, like my stepsisters did it growing up. My cousins did it. We'd go watch them. It was really cool. But I was just like, also, I saw them fall a couple times as a kid.
Nope.
Never left. And I said, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play bars.
I said, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I can't wait to meet Jesus in a long, long, long time. but I don't want to do it because I did something dumb.
Yeah.
Like get on a horse and not know.
It's like when you get to
what
the pearly gates and the guy and St. Peter goes, "How'd you get here?" And you're like, "Damn."
No. He's gonna know, but he's gonna be like, "Bro, I had so much lined up. If you wouldn't have got on that freaking horse, dude, we had it all planned out."
You look at everything you had done if you're not an idiot.
Yeah, I can't believe you did this. But yeah, man, I think this year's gonna be great, man. I think Offstage America is gonna blow up. I really think that once you guys really see what's happening with the next couple episodes that are gonna be out, you're gonna meet the team, you're gonna meet Brady, you're gonna meet Stuntman and Troy. Also, what's crazy about all this stuff lining up was the health journey I've been on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, I wanted to like gain some size, and then COVID and shit happened, and then I gained about 10 more pounds more than I intended to. But you know, having like Brady as a trainer, working out with him, being able to work with Kev at game day and San Diego and with hormones, and you know, the imbalances that just life, dude. Stress is a absolute freaking
Stress
killer,
will kill
man.
everything.
Stress will end it all. And so it's so important, guys. Find a good men's health clinic. Find a game day around you or something, and get your levels checked. Get your blood work done, and get your levels checked, because it's not talked about enough with men.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously talked about a lot with women, and rightfully so. You know, but men, it's just not talked about. It's like, oh, I'm feeling this way. Oh, here's depression medication.
And well, then next thing you're my age, and they're like, if you don't change these things, you're gonna have a heart attack by the time you're like 55. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then you do math, and you're like, that's not that far away.
It is a weird thing. You start looking at
mortality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like realize but I think it's also.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
But not in a bad way. But it also, I think it also puts things in perspective to live, I think, more in the moment.
Yeah.
Right. Because when we're young, we feel invincible. Everything's gonna go. So that's where I think that especially this year, even for me, is understanding the little moments and appreciating them.
Yeah.
You know, because you just never know when they're not going to happen again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Life moves fast. I think, too, for me, it's the first year leading into that I'm not holding on to any baggage. You know? Like, doing the work that I did and really reconnecting my faith with God and Jesus is proof that I don't have to hold on to any of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And so I feel just a lot lighter. I don't know. And I also really don't give a shit what people think.
Yeah.
In a good way. And I think there's a good way to live, right? Because we're all trying to be liked by everybody. It's not a thing. It's not going to happen.
No.
You know?
No. God
made one Taylor Swift. That's it. You know what I mean? There's the one person in the world that everybody loves, minus maybe Kanye West or some shit. But I don't know. I don't know how that beef is going. Maybe we can get them on. But I will say this. Taylor Swift, badass. The way she's built her career, everything. So, yeah. So there is one person that everybody's going to like. There's got to be one. She happens to have taken it. So don't try to take the role.
Yeah. Just
be yourself.
Be the villain. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
There's Taylor Swift and everyone else.
There's Taylor Swift and everyone else. You heard it here. Thank y'all for joining us here. Offstage America. We'll see y'all soon.